18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, whew, I was just testing. I was seeing if we, how long it would take. Because for some reason, at the beginning of every single stream, there's like 10 seconds where I'm just clicking around everything, and I just don't really know at what point I just go live. It's just really confusing, because YouTube tells me like, you're live now, and then you're already live for like 10 seconds. It's very weird. Okay, how's everyone doing? How are you doing? What's up, Steven? What's up, Iron Rider, if you're still here? CFII, please. BFT, okay. We can look into those. Let me take a sip of my water. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday? 6 o'clock where I'm right now. Let's see, we've got a few viewers over here. Stream health looks good. I hope the mic also looks good. I hope you can hear me. ACTC, what's up, what's up? Everything looks right. If you have any trouble, like if the audio isn't right or if the video isn't right, let me know. Then I'll see if I can fix it. So I don't really have any planned schedule for today. I want to keep it a little bit shorter than usually because the last couple of streams were like 2 hours. And what I want to do a little bit later on, in about 2 hours, is I want to do a test stream on Twitch. I've never streamed on Twitch before, but I have been playing poker in the past. And I want to try to combine these things a little bit to, yeah, chat in, to have a live stream in the on Twitch, play some poker at the same time, talk about stocks at the same time as well, to see if we can yeah, have some fun at the same time on a beautiful Sunday. So let's see if we can do that in about 2 hours time. In the meantime, we're just going to talk a little bit about SPACs, about stocks you would like to talk about. And I'll probably go into some technical analysis maybe. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitch, if you're into poker and if you're into all of that things, then you can go to twitch.tv/wearenesami. And then you're going to find me, and then you're going to be able to follow me as well, and possibly also check me out on the live stream later on while I'm playing poker. As I've said, I'm just going to do it like a test stream. I'll probably do a more like official stream next week, but this week will be a little bit of a test stream. I'll probably play some poker, and yeah, let's see if we can have some fun there. Okay, what's going on, everyone? I was just checking out crypto, and it's looking a little bit red today, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think Bitcoin has some more room to the downside to go. We are getting close to the 55 exponential moving average, this beautiful white line, which is often used as support, just like we saw over here. And just like we saw over here as well. So it's probably going to go down a little bit more to like 41,000 more or less. Maybe even a little bit lower, because the support over here created by this resistance over here is a little bit lower at 40.5 thousand. And yeah, we could of course see a wick a little bit lower still. Indicators nicely pointing down as well. So I think we will get a nice healthier correction. Ethereum already broke past the 55 EMA. That's probably going to like 1220 more or less. Link, yeah, have some support over here on like 22.5. Aave, let's see if we go, or if we're going to close below the 55 EMA today. Probably, actually. Look at the indicators. And Polkadot, I took some profits a few days ago. Notified my premium Discord members. I think I took profits on the 24th of February, mainly because we were closing below this yellow line over here, which is the 8 daily exponential moving average. I use technical analysis quite a bit to take profits and to get in and out of trades. I like that very much. Cardano is actually holding up pretty well, to be honest with you. It's looking pretty good. Still above the 8 daily exponential moving average, the yellow line over here. And yeah, it just seems to be acting stronger compared to the other cryptocurrencies, crypto assets out there. I'm actually going to try to start calling them crypto assets, because I'm not sure if you can actually call them cryptocurrencies. Anyways, let's just talk a little bit about stuff you want to talk about, of course. So first of all, we had CFII coming in. It was an interesting week for CFII because it actually closed below the net asset value of $10 per share. And of course, on March 5th, so this week, I believe on Friday, right? Yeah, Friday, we're going to have that vote coming in. Hopefully enough people are going to vote. So if you hold CFII shares, or if you held CFII shares in the past, I don't remember what the date was exactly. I think like the 16th of February, if I'm not mistaken. But you can check out my video that I posted on Friday about CFII. I think that was actually an important video. I talked about that in, oh yeah, I can actually talk about that as well. Let's see, does that? Yeah, probably. So CFII closed below that $10 per share, and you can actually, well, buy it for $9.97 and then redeem your shares for $10 per share. But I'm gonna imagine that that is probably not really worth your time to just get like, what is it, like 0.3% on your investment. I'm not sure if that's actually worth your time. So actually, what I'm doing like now, if you're in the Discord, by the way, and if you are subscribed to my emails, then you're also going to get these newsletters that I'm going to post, or that I'm going to send out every single week, just with a few of my thoughts. You can also just go to nesami.com/blog, and then you're going to find some of my blog posts. It's just a relatively short post, I would say, to talk a little bit about the most important things of the week. But I was also talking a little bit about CFII. Where is it? Yeah, over here. I was saying that it might not necessarily be like the best video or the video that's going to get a lot of views, no pun intended, but the message is important. That basically that you need to look at your stocks from a more bearish point of view as well, because I think when people buy a stock, they only think about the positives, and once they have bought a stock, they basically only think like, okay, this is the best decision I've ever made in my life, and they don't really feel like taking a look at the negative points. So I think it's actually good to do that, and I think it's good to take a look at those negative points to see if, yeah, if you actually have an objective view about the stock you're holding and not just a subjective view. So yeah, you can check that out, nesami.com/blog, if you want to check that out. So CFII, what else want to talk about that? Yeah, well, so we're going to have the vote on Friday. I can imagine we're going to rally a little bit into that vote on Friday, especially if we get the votes. If we approve, then I can imagine we are going to go up a little bit. I mean, we can't really go a lot lower, right? I still believe in this company long term, if I'm going to be honest with you. There are quite a lot of institutional investors behind this one as well. So I think we're still good on this stock. And yeah, I basically laid out my opinion in the CFII video on Friday. So if you want to have my full opinion, then definitely check out that video. Stephen Luke says BFT. Yeah, BFT is it's actually right above that 55 EMA as well. Haven't really taken a better look at this stock. It's just a swing trade for me. I have been holding this stock for quite a while now. I think I got in when it was starting out to be a little bit hypey, probably on like, well, beginning of December, I think. Not entirely sure. I think my average buy-in is like $13 more or less. And my target is basically something like $20 per share. I made a valuation video for this stock, so if you want to check that out, then definitely go to my channel, find BFT, and you're going to find it. And I think I can actually check that out. If you're in the Discord, by the way, if you're in the Discord, you can have access to the, let's see, if you go to Discord, you go to the SPACs channel, you can go to the pinned messages, and then you're going to find this sheet over here with the SPAC valuations. And if you click on that sheet, then you're going to be brought to this page over here. And if we go to BFT, which is over here, we can see that my midpoint average price, my midpoint fair price per share was $20.88. And we are, 27.2% away from that. Let's actually put this in a nice little order. So we can actually see that CFII right now seems to be the most undervalued one compared to the other SPACs that I've done valuation videos for. I also think that Romeo could still be an interesting one. These estimated prices per share could be on the low end, probably, especially CFII. I think the estimated revenue for 2025, I believe, was almost $2 billion. I'm not sure if they are going to be able to do that. If they do, then it's going to be awesome, but I'm not entirely sure if they will. But yeah, so BFT is also still, I think, undervalued. I think it's a safer play compared to the other SPACs out there. I think BFT has a safer valuation because they already have a sustained business model, and yeah, basically I think this is a fine company, but it's not a company that I'm going to hold for the long term, I think. But still, it is a fine company to have, and I'm going to be waiting probably until the merger happens. I don't think there's a date just yet, but I'm not going to sell just now. I'm definitely going to wait until this at least goes back to like previous all-time highs. ACTC. I also made a video for that one. Let's see what the ACTC valuation was, if that is actually in here, if I can find it, question mark. Yeah, there it is. So the midpoint valuation was $21.25. So we're actually slightly below that, not even that much below that ACTC. Not even sure when I made this video, if I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, actually traded up quite a bit, eh? I haven't done any additional research with regards to this company, but I do hear quite a lot about this company. I believe Chamath Palihapitiya is also invested in this, right? Like as a type investor, if I'm not mistaken, because this is merging with Proterra. And I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but let's check it out. Proterra, Mark Hague. Yeah, exactly. So Mark Hague was a guy I did an interview with about like 2 or maybe even 3 weeks ago. And he is writing a lot of articles on investorplays.com. And he also wrote articles about ACTC. And he says, what does he say? What is his conclusion? A comp valuation. Very nice, very nice. So he puts it at a target price. What? Without adjusting, okay. I think basically his target price is a $33.94. It's quite a bit higher compared to my valuation. But yeah, I mean, if he makes up a good story, if you want to check it out, just Google ACTC stock Mark Hague, and you're probably going to find this article to read a little bit more about that valuation. Chatting in YouTube or Discord? Just here. What do you think about Deep Green Metals rumor with SOAC? What's up, Kutya? Where are you from, Kutya? Where are you from? So I don't really do anything with rumors, you know. I was actually invested in Fuse, F-U-S-E, the SPAC, because they were rumored to be merging with BlockFi, and I like BlockFi, or I think I like BlockFi. I haven't used it myself yet, but I hear a lot of people talking about that company. So I bought Fuse because of that, but then they didn't actually merge with BlockFi. They merged with Moneyline instead. So I don't really have any opinions, to be honest with you, about a SPAC that doesn't have any confirmed target yet, any investor presentation yet, any transaction details yet, because if they don't have any transaction details, then I can't really do anything either. So I'm sorry, but I don't have any opinion on it because there's no confirmed thoughts. No confirmed merger going on. This is a SPAC Tracks, by the way. This is a website that I use quite often to find out some important information about SPACs, like the investor presentation or the targets or important dates. So this is a cool website to have, spactracks.com. Alrighty, would like to hear your thoughts about SFTW. I think we talked about that briefly last week, but I can't remember. Like Black Sky. I think a lot of people are talking about this one, right? Let's actually, I'm going to write this down because it has been a quite popular stock, and I might need to push this valuation up a little bit. I have I have a list of about like 25 or maybe even 30 stocks, SPACs that I want to do valuation videos for. And I basically used a tool on YouTube to find out how popular they are on YouTube with regards to like the search results. So I usually basically look at the YouTube SEO results to see what kind of videos I want to do first. But I think SFTW is not in the top list over there, but I do think a lot of people like this one. So I probably have to do a valuation video for this one quite soon. So the enterprise value pro forma is 1.1 billion. Didn't I already? What? No, I didn't look at this one yet. Do we have... Okay, so if you want to know a little bit about the valuation, then you can just look at page 33 of the investor presentation. Then you can already see what my conclusion is probably going to be. My conclusion is probably that the company is worth about like $2.3 billion in a midpoint valuation. And that basically means that it's going to go, well, it's going to go, it's not going to go, but I probably am going to make a valuation that says that it's probably around like $20 per share, a fair price per share. Not entirely sure, it's not going to be exactly that, but more or less around that price if I just look at this valuation sheet over here, this valuation page over here, because they make their own like fair valuation based on the revenue of 2022. They apply a certain revenue multiple to that of 15x on the low end, 19x on the high end. Then they come up with a range of 1.7 billion and 2.2 billion on the high end. And that compared to their current enterprise valuation of 1.1 is a 75% premium, or well, discount. Well, discount, premium, I would say. And they also look at the 2023 revenue. And they apply a beautiful multiple of 11 to 15x to that one to come up with these valuations for their company. So yeah, just check it out. Check out this page over here if you want to know a little bit more about that. How about Humble TSNP? Yeah, I heard about that, especially because there is a guy. Actually, don't need to, but I'm not sure if you know about this guy yet. Well, you probably do. Let's see, Lucas Murphy. So Lucas Murphy is a is actually going pretty well lately. Probably is going to crush me with regards to subscribers. He's probably going to crush me. I think he had like 2K subscribers just a few weeks ago, probably. And I think he's making a lot of videos about Humble. And those videos get a lot of views, so it's pretty cool to see that he has made his own niche, if you will. But if you want to know more about that stock, I don't know anything about this stock, so I'm not going to tell you anything about this, but I will refer you to my man Lucas, so check him out. What's up, Food and Love? Could you have a look at WINA? Winmar Corporation. Okay. Don't know this company. Winmark Corporation. Nationally renowned franchising business. Okay. Really tell me a lot. I'm not sure if I understand this company right away. You're probably going to have to tell me a little bit more about this company. Let's just take a look at the graph, because that's the only thing I'm probably going to say anything useful about. It's going kind of horizontal. Nothing too special. It just had earnings, so maybe check out the earnings call if you want to know a little bit more about this company. But yeah, just going sideways. It seems to be a relatively small company of $660 million in market cap. Can I say it's a dividend company, but just a tiny dividend of 0.6% more or less. Yeah, more sideways. Indicators just don't really tell me a lot. Price action, the graph just doesn't really tell me a lot. I would say more sideways and more boringness. I don't know the company and don't really have a strong opinion about this one. What's up, Ivan or Ivan? Did you sell stocks recently due to the market plunge? I sold one stock because I wanted to up my cash position a little bit, but I also bought like 5 stocks, I think. Maybe I think I bought 5 stocks, but I'm just added to my long-term positions. I have a Discord Premium membership, and the Discord Premium members have gotten the alerts that I sold or that I bought a certain stock. But yeah, I basically added more to my shares than I sold. But yeah, I think I took advantage of some dips for sure. TPGY, what's up, Vivian? TPGY, so that's of course, yeah, EVBox, the SPAC that's going to merge with EVBox. I've made multiple videos about this one as well. The fair valuation, according to my calculations, was $38.37, which would mean it's currently undervalued with 46%. I actually, well, I added a little bit to this position last week, so there you go. And yeah, I still like EVBox. I know it has had a nice drop, of course, from the previous all-time highs of like almost 40%, but I don't really matter. I don't really care a lot. I don't really matter. I don't really matter either, but I don't really care a lot either. I think this is just trading a little bit with ChargePoint. ChargePoint, by the way, might actually, I'm not sure if it's going to sell off a lot more, but it actually went to my support over here. I didn't think it would go back to $26, but it did for sure. So that's pretty interesting. So TPGY, I think this is the most undervalued EV charging SPAC, especially compared to ChargePoint and the other one, EVgo, so CLII. So I still like TPGY for the long term, of course. Maybe in the short term it can go down more, but I don't care because I believe in this company and they already have products and they already have many, many charging stations out there. Even one in like 20 meters away from where I'm right now, there is an EVBox charging station. Well, maybe a little bit more than 20 meters, maybe 50. So IPOE, it has touched, or it's now touching the 55 EMA. Not sure if you can do a lot of technical analysis on a chart that's like this, because it just doesn't really have a lot of price action history. But it did touch the 55 EMA, so that could be interesting. Purely looking at the indicators, I could imagine a little bit more downside to go. But on the other hand, I mean, if you go to the 1 hour chart, you could see that it might start to bottom out right here. We, of course, also have some support over here, which was created by this low over here, and actually also this low over here. So we do seem to have a support level of $18 per share. So I don't think it's a bad position, or it's a bad moment to buy into this stonk right now. Of course, that's not financial advice. What's up, my Finnish Juho? Hey, I just was doing some research calculations on life cycle, came up with 2025 projected from $80 to $140. I have done calculations on it, Juho. Yes, I did that last week during the live stream, so you can check that out. You can check out that video, and I am going to post PDAC somewhere this week, maybe on Tuesday. I'm going to post it as a separate video as well. It's going to be longer compared to my other valuation videos, but that's mainly because of me doing it on a live stream instead of just doing it myself with no questions around it. It's probably going to be a longer video than you're used to, but yeah, there is a valuation video for it, so check out my live stream from last week. You were actually there, right? I mean, I was asking if your name was Finnish, and you said yes, and you were like, why? How do you know it's Finnish? Weren't you there last week? Maybe you weren't there for PDAC, I don't know. What's up, Jack or Yak? Poor MPA, yeah, I think it went down quite a bit, right? Yeah, exactly. I hold this as a swing trade as well, and I'm basically just going to wait until the merger date. Might actually... Going to mark this. I might actually add to my position at some point, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's a very tricky stock, right? I made a valuation video for this one as well. Close this one. NPA is over here. So it has rather high midpoint valuations of $47.58. I believe, who was that? It was a company or like some kind of institutional investor or like some kind of research website that hyped this stock up, or was it like Morgan Stanley maybe? I don't know. Some company, whatever. They hyped it up and they said it was worth like $50 per share. Maybe it was even Citron Research. Now that I think of it, Citron Research. NPA SPAC. Let's try. Yeah, exactly. My memory works today. Look at this. So Citron Research basically said the target price is $50 per share. Says it's the most compelling space 5G and ESG story in the market. All SPACs are speculative. Love it. This is so typical Citron Research. All SPACs are speculative, so why not go with one with a $1 trillion TAM Total addressable market. Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. Total addressable market that has the potential, of course, to change the world with real partnerships. Yeah, okay. They still need to do a report on this, and I believe they haven't done that just yet. But maybe check out the Twitter of Citron Research, or maybe check out their website of Citron Research to see if you can find some research about MPA. GameStop. This guy, he's an interesting lad for sure. Yeah, so that's about MPA. Yeah, I think it's very speculative because they don't have any revenue for like years, I believe. But I do think it will go higher when we are going close to a merger date. Also because of the space ETF of ARK Invest, of course. What's up, Scott? I'm a friend. You always have great insight. Thank you very much, Scott. What do you think so? What do you think of a recent merger announcement for CERAF? Is this no, this is not a SPAC, right? Is this a SPAC? CERAF. No. So it's not a SPAC, I guess, or is it? I mean, the name is weird, like Sarah's Acquisition Corp. That would tell me that it's a SPAC, but usually SPACs are not trading OTC. Usually they have 4 letters instead of 5 letters in ticker symbol. Usually they are on SPAC tracks. So to merge with Parallel, let's actually Google this stuff. Seraph Parallel. Okay. La la la. Da, da, da. What is this? Interesting. So it is like a SPAC, but it's OTC. Like what? Actually, correct ticker. Ceres or Parallel. Oh, Parallel. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check out Parallel. Oh, it's probably not going to bring me anything, right? Parallel Inc. It's a cannabis company or not? Or I don't know. If you haven't, it's a SPAC. Okay. If you have an investor presentation for me, maybe I don't know if you can send it to me, but what kind of company is this? I can't really read quickly. I need to chill out and to be able to read. Yeah, it's cannabis. Okay, cannabis. So Parallel Inc. So it's probably this one then. Liveparallel.com. So I don't know anything about cannabis stocks, to be honest with you. So yeah, without a investor presentation, I can't really say anything a lot. But probably going to have an investor presentation over here. Yes, we do. Holy crap! That's 60 pages. It's a lot. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum. Bo Wrigley. Okay. With this overview, I think I want the transaction details. Okay, so they already have revenue expanding at a rapid rate, as they say, 53% CAGR, compound annual growth rate. So that's pretty solid. EBITDA seems to be positive already, so that's pretty cool. Enterprise value 1.9 billion, and that's a 18.5x EV to EBITDA in 2021. Not bad. Do we have valuation benchmarking? Do we have valuation benchmarking? Don't think we do. View financial models. No. If there is no valuation benchmarking, meaning that there's no comparison between this company and other companies, I can't really say anything useful about this, but revenue seems to be growing quickly. They have positive EBITDA. They have a pretty fine, what do you call it? A pretty fine EV to EBITDA ratio. So I don't mind this play, I guess. It's just not a company I'm personally invested in, but yeah, it could be an interesting one for sure. Could be an interesting one for sure. I just don't understand why they're OTC instead of just on a normal stock exchange, you know? I don't know. Let's actually do this a little bit faster. Views on Neo. Let's do this a little bit faster because there are quite a lot of people coming in with requests, and I like that. Neo having its earnings call tomorrow probably, so check that out. It has a nice support level at about $40 per share, so I kind of think it's going to hold up above $40 per share. The indicators have already been reset, so I kind of like that. I do think we could have some more room to go, but it also is going to depend on the results of the earnings call of tomorrow, so that's probably going to determine the price action. But again, if this touches $40, that might be an opportunity instead of anything else. Hello, good day. What's up, CC Lee? What do you think about FTOC Pioneer? Thanks. You are very happy today on a Sunday. Beautiful. I like the energy. I love the energy. I'm not a very energetic guy myself, to be honest with you. I'm Dutch, and us Dutch people were not like, oh my god. But I love your energy, so welcome, CC Lee. FTOC, I made a valuation video for this one as well, just relatively recently. And FTOC is right over here. So I had a relatively high midpoint valuation of $36 per share. I'm not sure if that's going to be a little bit too high. It's probably going to be a little bit too high if I'm going to be very honest with you. But yeah, I do think it has more upside to go. And if I am not mistaken, this company already had a pretty solid business model, and they had already a pretty working business model, if you will. So I think it's not a bad play for sure. I don't dislike it. Will you sell your SBE before merge? No, sir. And it's going to merge, I think, tomorrow or on Tuesday, so I'm definitely not selling. This is basically what I've been doing in the last couple of months. I've been accumulating shares over here in October, and then I took some profits over here in November. Then I added back a few days later because it had dropped quite a bit. And then I took profits at this level in January at $42. Everything's just based on technical analysis, basically, and also a little bit on valuation. But no, I'm not going to sell more. I'm happy with my current position, and I'm probably going to be adding more instead of selling, especially if it goes back down to $26, which is a support that was created over here. It was actually very close. I just put in a limit order for $26.50 to hopefully pick up some more shares. And I kind of hope that it's going to sell off more after the merger, so... Vivian, are you planning to do a valuation on these new SPACs? RAAC, RTP, A1, RTP, yes. Let's actually, can I pull up my, I'm going to pull up my, probably going to, no, oh good. A second screen, that's good. Let's see. So you're asking me about RAAC. RTP is in my list. A1 is not in my list. RAAC is not in my list. So let's just note them, and I'll see if those are interesting for me at this point. But RTP, yes, because I like the concept. Everyone in the chat should hit the like button to get this more views. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Kill salad, I suppose. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really mind about having a lot of views or not. It's just, yeah, just chilling with you people. I don't mind if this has 1 view or 50 million views. If you guys and girls and women and non-gender people, I don't know. If you're happy, then I'm happy. I don't care if this has, yeah, 1 view or 1,000 views. But still, I appreciate hitting the like button, of course. What about PSTH? What's up, Eric? Eric Erickson. Is that actually your name? It's pretty epic if it is. Why does Why is it also trading on the Italian stock exchange? Or is this like the Italian one? What is this? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Do they already have a target, by the way? No. They don't have a target yet, so I don't really have an opinion about this. And yeah, this is basically just betting on Bill Ackman, right? I don't really know Bill Ackman as well as I know Chamath Palihapitiya. I personally prefer Chamath. Well, I know more about this guy as well. And yeah, I don't really have an opinion about Bill Ackman, and I don't really have an opinion about PSTH, honestly, as either, because I just wait for confirmed targets and investor presentations. Any thoughts on FPAC? Speculation with Gemini. Yeah, again, I don't really do speculation. I don't care for SPACs that don't have a confirmed target just yet. So yeah, if they do, then I'll check it out. So far, I don't have an opinion other than it's very close to the $10 per share. So your downside risk, of course, is very low. So that's pretty good. And if it's going to merge with Gemini, then of course you're going to have quite a lot of upside, I imagine. People made a gig support channel on Reddit where we can all hold hands and cry together. Oh, that's great. Oh my god, I need water after that. That's good, that's good. I actually hold GIK as a swing trade myself as well. And my valuation video was, I think, $23 per share. Yeah, $23 per share. So, yeah, I'm not really crying. I'm not really, what else? I'm not really planning on selling this. I'm just waiting for the merger date. And in the meantime, I'll hold hands with you and I'll cry with you. APXT did a valuation video for that as well. And that was APXT, $17.75. So currently it would be undervalued, according to especially that. AvePoint, right? I think AvePoint has a solid business model as well. I think they were working with Microsoft, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, could be an interesting point to enter. I can't really do anything with technical analysis on the chart that looks like this, other than the range we had been trading in before, but now we've broken down below that range. I think this is more an opportunity than a risk right now, if I'm going to be very honest with you, but of course that's not financial advice. What's up, Hilke? Actually, where are you from, Hilke? Like, where in the Netherlands? Because you're from the Netherlands, right? Where are you from? I kind of wonder. Are you planning to do any videos on technical analysis, or do you recommend watching someone? I actually want to do more. So it's funny, right? Because technical analysis is basically what started me with the entire investing thing. I started out with checking out Crown's Crypto Cave. I still want to talk about that as well. Crown's Crypto Cave. I watched him in like September 2019, and then I started out. Look, I'm live. I started doing a little bit of technical analysis myself. I actually have his technical analysis course as well, but I don't really recommend his main course to everyone because it's quite expensive, especially if you just get started. But yeah, if you want to do a little bit more technical analysis and you like crypto as well, you can definitely check out his daily videos. He is very good in technical analysis. He was a market maker on the stock exchange, the New York Stock Exchange ARCA. He was a market maker there, and he did a lot with technical analysis. So basically all my TA I've learned from this guy, and yeah, I want to do more videos about that. I'm not entirely sure if it does very well on YouTube, to be honest with you, but I do. Oh, you're from Drachten? Let's go. I'm from Heerenveen. Let's go. Well, close to Heerenveen. Katwijk. But yeah, Drachten. Let's go. So yeah, with regards to TA and technical analysis, what was I going to say? That might not do very well on YouTube. I think not a lot. I actually think more and more people are interested in it, by the way. And it's actually funny because right now I'm doing a course. I'm making a course for technical analysis. I'm not sure if it's actually, is it live already? I can't even remember. What is it Corpse? Coming soon. Well, I'm basically making a course on technical analysis for beginners, just 1.5 hours with the basic terms, very, very basic explanations. So that could be an interesting one in the future. But I do want to make more videos on technical analysis because I do it a lot, but I don't really show it a lot on YouTube because I kind of have the idea that not a lot of people watch it. But on the other hand, more and more people are interested in it the last couple of weeks. I need to go faster. Yes, this is SPAC. How about Helicity? Yes, I did a video about that a while ago. $15.98. Let's check it out. So it's only 15. Yeah, can't really do technical analysis on a chart like this, but basically everything has sold off in the last couple of weeks. So I think this could be an opportunity as well. I'm not sure if this has a lot. This is probably not the best play out there right now. I think there are more interesting ones like NPA and GIK. Those are probably better ones. Not a financial advice, of course, but I kind of think this doesn't have a lot of upside compared to the other ones out there. And while I was showing you the tweet about NPA, there was also something about Helicity, so maybe check out that tweet of Citron Research. My SPAC stocks took a huge hit last week, hoping they will recover. Yeah, John Deere, again, John Deere, beautiful tractors. I think all the stocks have taken a hit, right, the last couple of weeks. So I think everything is just selling off. And it probably basically has to do with the 10-year treasury yield, which I think I can track with the TNX ticker symbol. And that hit a nice high of like 160 something, 1.6 high here, 1.61, 1.61. But it does look like there is some resistance going on right now because of the support that was created over here, over here, over here. So I kind of think, purely based on technical analysis, that the 10-year treasury yield is going to go down, going to have a nice little correction, maybe back to the 55 EMA, which is around 1.18. So we could have a few weeks of maybe more upside in the stock market, or maybe a little bit more like horizontal price action. It's my opinion. Cannabis to expand. Oh, that was the parallel stock. Cool. Yuho, yeah, was not the whole way. Great, thanks. SOS having those allegations. I don't know about the allegations. I do know about the allegations, so I'm sorry about that. Have you looked into it? No. Do you have any thoughts on Hindenburg? Not really. I'm trying to think if I have any thoughts about Hindenburg research short reports. I still really haven't made up my mind about short selling, to be honest with you. I think they can have their utility, they can have their usefulness, but on the other hand, it's like they're kind of messing up the markets a little bit as well, you know? I don't know. The thing is, usually when they make a short report, they make it more horrible than the situation probably actually is. But again, if they actually did a short report on that stock, then there could be something to worry about. I just haven't made my mind up yet. I need to make a video about that probably to make my opinion clear, because I just don't know what my opinion is about short selling right now. I wrote it down as a video idea. What are your thoughts about IPOE and TPGY? I already talked about that. Wasn't that exactly the same comment as a while before? Well, I already talked about that, so I'm not going to repeat that, to be honest. Yeah, sorry. Just check out the beginning of this live stream. Yes, it is. Don't hold GIK, but I think that will come back. I think so too. 9 to 5 investing. 9 to 5 investing actually is a pretty funny name. Are you actually investing from 9 to 5, or I invest 24/7, yo? Any thoughts on HEC? Did I do a valuation video for that one? It's in my list. I know that one. I know that much. Not here, so I probably didn't. Do I have any opinion about it? Do I have an opinion? Well, it's close to $10 per share, so that's a good sign. HEC Space. Ah, right. Was this the Michael Phelps guy? Let's see, Michael Phelps. Yeah, right? Yeah. I was like, why is this face on the front of the investor presentation? But it turned out to be a swimmer for some reason. Yeah, where's my opinion going to be? Well, it's probably going to be here on the page 31 of the investor presentation. I would just look at the EV to revenue, for example, of Talkspace compared to the other companies out there. And I would then look at the difference between those revenue multiples and basically say, okay, 11.2 versus, well, what is this, like 20? So that probably mainly means a double almost in share price. So it's probably going to be like $18 per share, more or less. It's a very random, what do you call it? Estimate? Estimation? Is that even a word? Estimate. But I'm probably going to make a video about this one at some point, but again, I'm not sure if it's very popular at this moment. How about THBR? Did a valuation video for that one, right? Question mark? Yes. $17.37 midpoint valuation. THBR. Very close to $10 per share as well. Could be an opportunity. Could be an opportunity. Who are they merging with again? The Thunders? Yeah. Right, Indie. Don't really remember all that much, and the investor presentation isn't in here, so I don't really have any additional opinions. Just my evaluation of $17.37, and that it's close to $10 per share, which is the net asset value. So it could be an opportunity. Could be an opportunity. CLA and IPV, two lighters that should vote for a merger in the next 2 weeks. Really cool. That's nice, because I think I have one. I still have IPV. All right, March 11th, they're going to vote. I still have this stock. The valuation for IPV, I said, was $30.60. Of course, I keep saying I said, but it's basically what the investor presentation said, right? So yeah, keep that in mind as well. It's mainly marketing. And CLA as well, you said? CLA, let's see. Yeah, CLA as well. So they basically have the same midpoint price per share of $30 more or less. And yeah, purely based on that, of course, it's an opportunity, but I'm kind of holding this until the merger vote or the merger date, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do, because I probably will decrease the amount of swing trades that I have. Basically all these blue stocks and now MPA as well. These are my swing trades, but I do want to get rid of them to increase my cash position a little bit so that I can put more into my long-term stocks. And IPV, yeah, probably the same thing, right? Also sold off, also around the same price per share. Sorry, no, oh, Jesus. Oh, sorry, CLA. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, also around the same price per share. Also around the same midpoint fair price. So, same thoughts. Same thoughts. What do you think about DM? Well, Vivian, let's find out. Stop metal. Yeah, I heard a lot. Well, I heard a lot. I heard something. I heard something about this company, but not a lot. But they had 3D printing. Just does Ark Invest have this stock? Oh, what is that? What happened? Combines. DM. No. Thought they might, but no. Who do I think, isn't it Lucas as well who talks a lot about that? Desktop Metal? Can't remember. I've seen Desktop Metal quite a lot, but I can't remember if he's the one that talks about it quite a lot. I don't know. Maybe Jack Spencer? I don't know. Whatever. Don't really have an opinion about this, so the only thing I can do is talk about the technical analysis part. You are going to have earnings this week on the 3rd of March, apparently, according to TradingView. So maybe check out the earnings over there. With regards to technical analysis, we can see some support over here, but that's a little bit far away from price action. What else can we see? Yeah, a little bit of resistance there. So I don't really have a lot of technical analysis to go off with regards to these price points. Maybe a little bit because of this support, this resistance, but yeah. Doesn't really have any support going on between the point where we are right now and $16. So it could definitely go down a little bit more. It could go down a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think this is a bad company to hold, probably. Do they have a market cap of 4.7 billion right now? Actually, see if Yahoo Finance thinks the same thing. DM. You can always DM me. 4.7 billion, yeah. So 4.6, 4.7. I would check out their earnings call and see how much revenue they have. Yeah, if they are growing in the last couple of quarters. Not sure if they already, if this is going to be their first earnings call since their SPAC merger. Probably, actually. So I would definitely check out that earnings call for sure. It dropped so much, and now its competitor Markforged is going to go public. Oh, really? Okay, so that's the A1 SPAC. Aha, look at that. Look at that. Thank you for that. An AI-powered and intuitive additive manufacturing platform. The Digital Forge. Cool. I don't really know a lot about 3D printing. Man, it's already so late. Why does time fly past so fast? Incredible. I don't really know anything about 3D printing, but of course ARK Invest is bullish on that. I haven't looked into 3D printing myself. So okay, that makes sense. Well, this is the industry. Okay, this is the industry. This is not them. So they already have a product, as it seems, so that's pretty cool, since 2016. Worldwide. So what I'm looking at here, yeah. Yeah. This is what happens with a lot of SPACs, right? Let's zoom in a little bit. Talk a little bit about what is happening here. So what they say is, okay, in the last couple of years, in the last couple of like 6 years, our compound annual growth rate was 70%. But if you look at 2018, 2019, 2020, you can see that it's almost been flat. 62 million, 73 million, 70 million. Probably, yeah, COVID impacted, of course, yeah. So it has been quite flat in the last couple of years. Now, of course, with the SPAC merger, we're going to have some more cash on their balance sheet, so that's a good thing. But they do say, well, okay, we have been growing at a rate of 70% per year, compound annual growth rate. Now we expect to continue that trend, to continue to go up about 70% in the next coming years. But the thing is, the most growth they had was from 2015 to 2016, from 2016 to 2017, and from 2017 to 2018. The other years, the most recent years, they didn't really see a lot of growth. So they're going to have a lot to prove. Yeah, that they're going to have a lot to prove. They're probably going to hit their 2021 estimates, probably. And of course, they also say that that is COVID impacted. And the difference between this is, well, 18 million. So that would be, sorry, 18 million. So that's growth of like 25%, which, yeah, could happen, but I'm not sure if this is going to happen, you know? I'm not sure if they're going to go from 2020 to 2022. Wow, okay. I'm not sure if they're going from, in 2022, from $122 million in revenue to $226 million in revenue in 2023. Because that is a pretty high compound annual growth, or a pretty high revenue growth. So I'm not sure if they're going to make this happen. That will be something that they will need to be proven. in the next couple of years. EBITDA profitable in 2024, again based on high revenue growth. Let's see if we can find some more interesting information. 1.6 bill. Oh, yeah. So for my valuation, I'd probably be looking at this page 38 of their investor presentation. And here you can see their EV to sales ratios of Markforged, and compared to DM, so Desktop Metal. They can, yeah, you can basically see it's twice as low right now compared to Desktop Metal. So if you think that Markforged is more or less the same company compared to Desktop Metal, if there's not a large competitive advantage between these two companies, then you can make the argument that this could double basically in share price, so basically to like $20 per share. More or less. But if you look at these companies, these are trading at lower multiples. So only looking at DM upside, but looking at these companies, they might not all be 3D printing companies, but these have lower multiples. So yeah, not sure. One SPAC that I've been looking into a lot is RMGB. Yeah, that's also something. Well, I haven't been looking into that yet, but if you know Chamath, then maybe check out his Twitter, because I believe he made a nice little one-page, yeah, what do you call it? Analysis for this company, Chamath Palihapitiya. Let's check if we can briefly. We can quickly find it. RAAC for the one, I think Vivian, right? If you want to know a little bit more about RAAC, check out Chamath, his tweet on the 24th of February. Here's a one-pager for that company. He apparently is also investing in that. And he also invests in RMGB. So yeah, maybe check out this one-pager over here. That is posted on February 24th as well, to have some more context. And if you have a lot of faith in the CEO, if you have faith in Chamath as well, then this could be an opportunity if it's still at $11 per share. And take into account they have taken Romeo public as well, right? RMGB. New power. Very quickly see if we can find some disclaimer. Don't care about the disclaimer. Go very quickly. It's a question mark? Yes. Okay, so I think this is probably my conclusion. They expect, and this is on page 32 of their investor presentation, if you compare their market cap versus the market cap of their competitors, then also they say that they're basically going to double in share price. It's funny because almost all companies, all SPACs say like, you know what, we're here right now, but we think we're going to go double if you compare our company valuation to the competitors out there. So it's almost always the same right now. Funny. So yeah, this is probably my conclusion, that it's going to be valued at around 8.6 billion, which is double from what it was. So also probably around $20 per share. Almost went there by bike 2 days ago. Really? Heerenveen or Katwijk? It's quite a nice place, you know. If you ever want to go on a nice bike trip, go to Oranjewoud. It's a pretty beautiful place. And Katwijk is a good place as well to bike around. Know a lot of people who would be interested in you doing TA learning videos. Cool, thanks Jack. I like that. I have a few videos on my channel, but I kind of want to do more. I have a YouTube playlist. Let's see. I have a YouTube playlist with a few technical analysis videos, but I'm probably going to do more. So thank you for letting me know, by the way, so that way I know that I need to do a little bit more with technical analysis. Don't talk to me. So this is my playlist, and yeah, here you have some videos, but again, not many. But I will have a little course probably. What about HCMC? HCMC. Healthier. I think we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, I think there was, who was that, like Yashin or something? I think he had like, I don't know, like 1 million shares or something like that in this stock. That was awesome. Well, this has been dropping a lot. This has been dropping a lot. It's trading OTC, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to be trading in companies that have a stock price of like 0.2 cents, right? It's so weird. So weird. You need to buy like thousands or maybe even millions of shares. So weird. I can't remember what I said about this company though. Healthier Choices Management, yeah. I probably don't really have a strong opinion about this company. Hello. I don't like their website, I can tell you that much. I think I also said that 2 weeks ago. I think I also said that 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, difficult. Just purely based on technical analysis, I can't really do a lot of technical analysis on a chart that looks like this, to be honest with you. I say to be honest with you a lot, I think. I should say that less. But if you believe in this company, this could be an opportunity. I'll probably be waiting until we see some more upsides, maybe until we see, let's say if we see a candlestick, a 1 hour candlestick close above, or more or less this level, so 0.1946 cents, that could be an opportunity. Sorry, need to drink more water. My throat gets really dry when I talk a lot. Sorry. So yeah, I think I would be waiting for a trend reversal before I'd start investing in this. Can we do any technical analysis here? I mean, we do have some support over here, but it's not very strong. I don't know. I can't really do a lot of technical analysis on a chart that looks like this. Could have a little bit more downside, but I think we're close to a bottom. That's the goal. What, to invest from 9 to 5 or from or 24/7? Hello there. What's up, Casper? Have you had a look at a cybersecurity space? Nope. SCVX. I have not. Also close to $10 per share. Let's see. SCVX. Oh, SCVX. They say they're still looking for a company. So, do they already have a company? See, SPAC. Oh, that's not right. I don't think they have a target just yet, but they are looking in that space in the cyber. Oh, okay. You mean okay, right? Yeah. So if they don't have a target yet, if they don't have an investor presentation yet, then I don't really have an opinion about this. But yeah, could be an interesting one to take into account for sure. FRX. I remember that one, Federico Brunato. Let's see. I remember that one. What happened with this one again? Who are they merging with again? Ah, yeah, the Beachbody, right. I think we looked at this last week. And I think I heard something about this company on a video from Dumb Money. If you are not following Dumb Money yet, maybe that's an interesting channel for you as well to join. And they were talking about Peloton, and they were talking about this company, this SPAC as well. So maybe check out that video. I think they were very brief about HealthBody, so probably not a lot to go off of. I'm not sure which video that was. Probably this video. Market crash, sell it all or double down, our next move. Pretty cool channel, by the way. Smart guys, have millions invested. Oh, or maybe here. No, I don't know. Well, okay. I don't know. In some of these videos, probably this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I think they briefly talk about this company, the Beachbody. So yeah, I haven't looked into this company yet, I believe, but I think we've talked about this briefly last week. Pro forma enterprise value is almost 3 million. Yeah, what can we say about this? Well, if you look at their EV to sales ratio, you would say it is a nice deal. Especially if you compare it to Peloton and if you compare it to Planet Fitness, then it's definitely a good deal. At $10 per share, of course. Because it only has an EV to sales ratio of 2.0x in 2022, well, based on 2022 revenue. And 2021 revenue is, which multiples are these? I suppose this is 2021, right? Yeah, okay. So based on 2021 revenue, their EV to 2021 sales is 2.6x. Peloton's is 10.4x. Planet Fitness 20.3x. So you would say that that could have some nice upside. But of course, keep in mind, Peloton is just a major competitor. And I don't know if Planet Fitness really well. I'm not sure how big they are. But yeah, I could imagine there is upside to go. But if you look at their EV to EBITDA ratio, of course, it is on the higher end. You don't really have a lot of numbers to go off with. I'll probably be looking more at EV to sales ratios, but yeah. Difficult. I just don't know how competitive the Beachbody is compared to Peloton and Planet Fitness, you know? I do know. Do they already have quite a lot of revenue? Just EBITDA. This is their revenue. So this is the same, what I was talking about before, right? 2018, they already have quite a lot of revenue, by the way. 2018, wow, really? Wait, I just, okay. It's actually, it's not bad, I think. It's not bad at all, I think. I mean, they already have, look, it's not bad because they already have quite a lot of revenue. So their EV to sales ratio is low, and I like that. So basically, purely based on that, that's nice. But on the other hand, you can see that the last couple of years, they haven't really been performing that well. Of course, 2020 was a pretty good year compared to 2019. But 2018 to 2019, they even had a loss of revenue, 4.4% loss of revenue. But 2020 was a nice year, 16% plus. But they do expect to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 30%. Might be on the low end, to be honest with you. Shit, I say it again. Not to be honest with you. Yeah. So this might be a little bit on the low, on the high end, these estimates. But it could be an interesting company. Of course, keep in mind, Peloton is probably just going to be the major competitor they are going to have to work with. Can you do technical analysis on ASMI? What's up, Tom? What are you doing? Yes, I can. I hate it. Oh, sorry. Where is this? On what's? Am I looking at the correct chart? Is this the Polish stock exchange? What is this? I can't remember. IDX stock exchange. Oh, two caps. Look like a boomer. Oh, Indonesia. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't really look good. If you look at the chart from last like January, it doesn't really look good. It's just downtrending. Let's check a look at. Well, weekly doesn't look so bad, of course. Trying to figure out if I see anything obvious. On a weekly, I see this. They already broke through that. What else do we see? Let's go on a daily. We see something here. We do have a little bit of support over there. Zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. Really love that. Not too sure. I don't love it. But on the other hand, I do think that this could be a nice support level. And I say so because it was created by this high over here in, well, May 2019, so that's quite a while ago. It's probably not even relevant anymore. Also by this low over here in December 2019, so it might also not be that relevant anymore. And a little bit by this low as well in March 2020. Am I really looking at the okay, I was okay. Thanks, Tom. I was like, am I really looking at the correct stock? Like the correct ticker? Already looked like so weird, you know? Sorry, man. No, I'm sorry. I should have known better. ASM, yeah. Our Dutch ASM, right? Okay, that makes sense. Looks way better. Especially long term, looks like a beautiful chart. Short term, could have a little bit more downside. The 55 EMA is over here. It's almost at like 209 euros. Yeah, euros. Had a massive volume spike like Friday. So, like, looks like a lot of people got in. Like maybe some institutional investor got in or something like that because it's yeah, very high volume spike. They just had earnings, so maybe that was a reason. Maybe they had pretty good earnings. And maybe that's the reason, so yeah. But yeah, purely based on technical analysis, it could go down a little bit more to 209 euros because of the 55 EMA. And purely based on this support level, we could even go down to 202 euros, but I kind of don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. Let's see, what else do we see? We do have some resistance over there, some resistance over there. So if we go back up, we will have a little bit of resistance at $226 because of this top in place. But probably it's probably not going to be that important with a chart that looks like this. I don't think it's going to be very important, these support and resistance levels. So I kind of think it could go down to 209, and that I would see that as an opportunity. But of course, that's not financial advice. Purely based on indicators, could have a little bit more downside to go. The RSI is trending below the exponential moving average. The MACD is going down quite hard. Checking out the lower time frames as well to see if there's anything obvious. Not really. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with what I said before. I could see some more downside to like 209 and probably could be an opportunity. The next level after that would be like 202. I'd also see that as an opportunity. Not financial advice. GNOG. It's not really doing well in the last couple of months, right? So apparently, did he have earnings? This is weird. Did he have earnings very, like, in a brief amount of time? Man, it's so late already. I really need to soon. I probably need to go in like 15 minutes. Then I'll probably be gone. What do I think about this? Well, it doesn't really look pretty since it's in December, but technical analysis is all the what do you call them? All the indicators have basically reset. They're back to the low levels. You could even say that the RSI has some support over here at around 28, so could be a nice sign. This is already quite low as well. If this reverses, and it could be an opportunity, but I just don't know if this is a long-term hold, you know? I'm not going to look at the investor presentation because it's going to take me a little bit too long. And I don't really want to make this stream too long because I do want to try streaming on Twitch as well a little bit later on. So yeah, what else do I want to say about this? Not much, not much. Maybe the only thing I'll say is that it has major support over here at $11.40 more or less because of this low in here and this low in here. So if it does go to $11.40, that would be an opportunity. Again, not financial advice. Post your announcement, Casper. Was that about a SCVX? Sorry about that. If it was, then yeah, I'll wait for the announcement. Do you think CFII is a good play? I talked about that in the beginning of this live stream. Danny, what's up, Danny Massey? Heard about TRCH merging with Metamaterials, not a SPAC. Not a SPAC, so just a regular merger. Does that even happen anymore today? Okay, if that happens, it could be an interesting one. Low market cap of 350 million, according to TradingView. Little bit of possible support over here at $2.04 because of this top in place over here, but also support over here because of this top in place over here, and because of the 55 daily exponential moving average. So I think $1.80 would be a nice opportunity if it goes back down to that price. If it goes back down to that price, I would see that as an opportunity. Yeah, let's go a little bit faster because I do want to kind of wrap up. Chamath pipe, it's cool. Chamath is awesome. DMYI rumors. I don't really do rumors again. Bullish on quantum computing stocks. Probably. I don't know a lot about that sector, but it's probably going to be a major sector. Beachbody has Arnold Schwarzenegger? Really? If they really have that, then Beachbody could be very interesting, to be honest with. No, don't say that again. Beachbody Arnold Schwarzenegger. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Reddit, always a good source. Beautiful. There's something about Schwarzenegger in here, but it doesn't really look convincing to me. Maybe check out that post on Reddit, but it's probably not convincing. But if they do have Arnold Schwarzenegger as their like mascot, if you will, Beachbody is a very good opportunity, I think. BFT, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, I think in the beginning of this video we talked about that. GNOG completed the holding period and warrant for renewal. Okay. Could be. That's a good point, Scott. That's a good point. Yeah, so again, if this is a long-term good company, if you believe in this company, I'd see this more as an opportunity than a risk, because, I mean, even if this goes back to the previous all-time highs, this is a nice 90% play, you know? Cool. Awesome. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to have dinner. Then I'm going to stream on Twitch. By the way, very quickly, I made 2 polls this week. First of all, most of the people are bullish about Switchback Energy merging with ChargePoint. That's cool. And a lot of people in the comments were telling me that SNPR is their favorite. So it looks like Volta and SNPR could actually be more, well, maybe not more popular compared to EVBox and ChargePoint, but it's a cool one to look at for sure. And also, I was asking about the highest price for Bitcoin in 2021, and many people, it was very divided. Some people said, well, basically it was almost like 20% everywhere, you know? I think most people said it would go higher, and some people said it would stay just, well, that we already have seen the highest point. And yeah, I think I like these numbers. I'll probably do more polls like this one to a little bit get my head around a fair valuation according to the community of Bitcoin. But more about that later. In 2,000 chairs. Already? Okay, let's go. Good luck, man. It's a nice price point, I think, to be entering this one. Yeah, no, I think this could be an opportunity for sure. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for being here. If you want to hang out with me on the live stream on Twitch in probably like, what is it going to be? Let's say 1 hour. 1 hour? 1 hour? Could maybe do that. Let's say in 40 minutes. I'll try to make that. In 40 minutes. If you're in the Discord, if you're not in the Discord, please go to nesami.com/Discord. I'll type it out for you, nesami.com/Discord. Then you can leave your name, you can leave your email address, you can join the Discord for free. And if you join the Discord, I'll let you know when I'm live on Twitch. In probably 40 minutes, I'm going to have a quick dinner I'm going to see if I'm able to set up the stream quickly. I already have set up a few things, but if you want to check out me playing a little bit of poker and maybe talking a little bit more about stocks, then please go to twitch.tv/wearenesami. Yeah, it's probably just going to be a test stream to figure out if it's all working. Then maybe next week we can have a longer stream on Twitch. Yeah, who knows? I might be doing some tournaments or maybe some sitting goes today. Okay, anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. It's always